Mental toughness is one of the most important characteristics a man can have. And a lot of you ask me, Jack, how do we increase our mental toughness, our mental fortitude, so that we can handle problems, so we can be better masculine men? And the answer, I think, is challenges. Physical challenges are the key to mental toughness because the mind quits before the body does. So these are 5 challenges I've put together that go from easy things you can do at home all the way to some of the hardest challenges in the world that you guys can follow to build your mental toughness and become the men that you want to be. So number 1, home toughness for the beginners out there. And it's actually a pretty tough challenge. This is very difficult to do. I've managed to do this. I did it on a live stream in 30 minutes, 500 push-ups, but it was not easy. And I probably only managed to do it because I had people watching me on a live stream. The toughness in this is not doing the push-ups. It's the mental side of not allowing yourself to quit, of not saying, I'll do 250 and then going, oh, I've done enough, and walking off. I guarantee 99.9% of guys will not be able to do this challenge because they'll get to 200, they'll get to 300 push-ups and they won't be able to continue because they'll get bored. They'll think, oh yeah, I've done enough, I could get to 500. So for the guys that actually finish this, it shows a huge sign of mental toughness, and I think you would be ready to move on to the next challenges in this. So the challenge is 500 push-ups in 1 hour. That's 9 push-ups per minute for 56 minutes. So you've got 4 minutes there to spare if you fuck up on one of the rounds. So if you do this, if you film it, if you do your 500 push-ups in an hour and you send it over to me at Jack Hot Fitness on Instagram, I'll personally send you back a video congratulating you because it's a hell of a feat. I seriously don't think many guys can do this. That is your first challenge. Number 2. It's an intermediate. You're going to have to walk away from home for this. You're going to have to leave the comfort of your bedroom. You're going to have to leave the comfort of your mother's womb. And this is for someone that wants a little bit more adventure and challenge. And it's a combination. The mental toughness side is half physical challenge and half discipline. Because what I want you to do is hike 20 miles from home with a backpack on. And you fill it with camping gear, stove, food supplies, water. And you set up camp for the night 20 miles from home. Now the thing is, you are not allowed to have a phone. You're not allowed to have entertainment or distraction. So on this walk, it is you and your thoughts. No music, no radio, no nothing. You and your thoughts. You can take a phone with you for emergencies, but it remains off in the bottom of your bag. Hopefully in a sealed container where you cannot touch it. This builds on 2 factors of mental toughness: the determination, the spirit, the physical challenge, the being out in a new place alone, setting up camp, not having access to other people, and not having the ever-present distraction that is constantly around us in modern life. So if you feel you're up for an adventure, I want you to pack a bag, hike 20 miles from home alone, ideally on a camping route or some sort of hiking trail. Set up camp for the night. You can take a book with you, a notepad and pen to write down your thoughts. You hike there, you make dinner for yourself, you camp for the night and you hike back. If you complete this challenge and you video it on a GoPro, not a phone, you can't film on your phone because it's too much distraction there. But if you complete this challenge alone and you take a GoPro with you and film it, put it together and send it over to me, I'll personally call you. You can send it to me on Instagram at Jack Hot Fitness. I will call you and we can speak with each other because I'd love to congratulate you if you've done this. This is one hell of a challenge. If you're up for an adventure, this is one that's kind of a little bit like a rite of passage for most men. And this will really show you if you have any mental toughness at all, because this is not an easy challenge. Number 3, the advanced challenge. Sign up for a fight. This is the challenge I used to actually turn my life around, to go from being a heavy drinker and recreational drug user to somebody that could maintain a disciplined routine and change their life for the better. So I would like you to sign up, if you feel you're up for it, to a white collar boxing or ultra MMA fight. And in the UK, these are 2 like low-level fighting organisations where you do the fights for charity. So I'm not sure in America, in other parts of the world, what your equivalent would be. You could sign up for an amateur boxing match or some sort of amateur MMA fight. But it's one of the best things I ever did. And it's because the training, it's so much more than just a hike. It's like the training is weeks long. You have to go through a lot of trials and tribulations. And there's a lot of fear. There's a lot of worry. There's embarrassment of not winning. There's the fear of injury. There's a lot to overcome as a man. And I guarantee you, if you manage to complete a fight and you win or you lose, you will learn so much about yourself as a man. You'll massively increase your mental toughness. Now, this is for the top 1%. This is for the guys that maybe you've done a fight. Maybe you've done some hikes. You're a bit of a daredevil. And a challenge I think you could face is a triathlon. Olympic triathlons are a swim of about a mile, cycling about 25 miles, and then a run for 6.2 miles. Dedication, training, preparation, all leads to mental toughness, and it's a huge challenge. Now, for any of you that have already done a triathlon or you want something harder, the Ironman triathlon is literally called the Ironman triathlon because it turns people into Iron Man, and that's strong, and that's good. So that would be a 2.4 mile swim, 112 miles on the bike, and a 26-mile run, which is just under a marathon. Requires insane mental toughness, requires insane training, insane preparation, and will 10x your mental toughness without a doubt. And finally, this one's for anyone who wants to travel to the UK or is based in the UK. Ramsays Round in Scotland. It's an ultra extreme endurance event, summiting and descending the equivalent of Everest in 24 hours without sleep. Take this on at your own risk. I am not liable for any of you that die climbing this mountain. I believe it's done over Ben Nevis and some other peaks in Scotland. Since this event started, which I believe was in 1989 off the top of my head, there's only been 239 people in the entire world that have managed to finish this event, Ramsays Round, if you type it in. This is an extreme endurance event, an extreme mountain climb. Something like this prepares you for the rest of life like you would not believe, because once you've done something so difficult, menial tasks, going to work, sticking to a workout routine, those things become easy because you remember the times on Ramsays Round. You remember when the weather changed and you were halfway up a mountain and you thought you were going to die for a minute. And you think, fuck, this is easy. And it just prepares you for life. So boys, I hope you take on these challenges and I hope they increase your mental toughness and make the rest of your life easier. And drop in the comments, because whilst making this video, I was thinking, I would love to do some of the hardest events in the world, some of the hardest challenges, mountains in the world, and film it with a videographer for YouTube for you guys to see. So if you're interested in me taking on some challenges, drop them down below in the comments. Let me know what you guys would be interested in seeing, and I 100% would be up for making them. Try and stick to Thailand for now, because that's where I'm based. Any challenges in Thailand, motorbike trips, hikes, jungle, trekking, that sort of stuff, drop it all in the comments. I'd be happy to have a look and maybe make some episodes around it. I hope you boys have enjoyed the video. I hope this increases your mental toughness. Remember to add me on Instagram and message me along the journey. And I'll see you boys on the next one. Whoop-ow!
And there he is.
Hello there.
Hello.
How you doing?
I thought I heard some thunder.
There is some thunder.
Oh mate, that's a beauty. Look at that. Go on, give it a little whistle. Hear it all the way from upstairs.
Could you?
Yeah. I heard this like little rumble and I was like, oh yeah, Jack's come back.